US President Barack Obama has cancelled a meeting with the president of the Philippines after Rodrigo Duterte used an obscenity to describe him. Obama is in Laos for the ASEAN summit. Obama had intended to confront Duterte on the subject of drug-related extrajudicial killings in the Philippines. But Duterte says he doesn't take orders from foreign leaders. Obama will now meet with South Korea's president instead.
I am a president of a sovereign state, and we have long ceased to be a colony. I do not have any master except the Filipino people. Nobody but nobody. You must be respectful. Do not just throw away questions and statements. Putang ina, mumurahin kita dyan sa forum na yan.
Well, Duterte assumed office in June of this year on a promise to wage an unprecedented war on drugs and crime. Since then, more than 2,400 people have been killed in anti-drug operations. He's been criticized by human rights campaigners, diplomats, and the United Nations. Let's get more on this and speak to the journalist Dean Bernardano, who is live for us in Manila. Dean, good to see you. Now, we know Duterte is a controversial figure, but it's quite rare for President Obama to cancel a meeting like this. What exactly happened?
Well, the president was explaining his position on the possibility of President Obama questioning him about the extrajudicial killings happening in our country's efforts to rid the drug problem. Even before he joined or he became president, while he was campaigning, this was his focus as a presidential candidate. And this was approved by about 16 million Filipinos back in May of this year. Now, this kind of attitude is showing his kind of not only bravado, as some has described it, but more of his political will, which is something that is lacking in previous presidents and previous administrations. And because of this, he has to have a heavy-handed approach. He has done this as a mayor back in Davao City. And this is kind of his fulfillment of his promise. He wants to do this in a period of 6 months, but this is not working out quite well for a lot of the country's partners, like the United States and some other organizations, even the United Nations. Now, the president has not only technically dished or oppose Mr. Obama, but also even the United Nations in the past, because this was raised even by UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon. And he said, you cannot question what we do. We are a sovereign nation. That's what he wants to convey to the rest of the world.
So how is this going down, this particular incident domestically? How have people reacted to this?
Well, the country is a bit divided of sorts. A lot of them supports this. A lot of them wants this to happen. And his popularity continues to grow. Some surveys say, more than 90% of the people have approved his programs and his actions. But the problem here is affecting it possibly might affect the Philippine relations. The United States is a major trading partner. We are also a defense partner here in the region. The Philippines represents a very important strategic role here in Southeast Asia, here in the Pacific, especially with its focus 3 years ago of its pivot towards Asia, of its sources of the 7th Fleet. Now, we're very important here, but, the public here have a different approach. If Mr. Duterte can solve the drug problem and end this problem, well, I think a lot of are supporting him with his objective.
Okay, Dean, good to speak to you. Dean Bernardado there live from Manila.